Ringo Sparky here, and we're looking at Hitman 2, Another Life. We have 2 targets to eliminate and some extra clues to find along the way. We definitely want to have a silenced weapon. We'll need a briefcase and and we'll need this specific sniper rifle stashed in the briefcase. Let's go play on Master Difficulty and jump into our little town here of Whittleton, or Whittleton Creek. So we need to manipulate the environment to then manipulate the behavior of our targets. To do so, all we need to do is take out pretty much all of the cameras. On Master, there's going to be a few more. Hit your intel to find the clues, but quickly run up to the limo here. And there's a camera. If you look just right over here on the house. Try to do these a little quickly so nobody sees you. Nobody's in position to see you either, but if you wait too long, maybe a jogger will come by or something. 2 cameras down. I want to come right up to the front porch here and work a nice angle. Pull out the gun, try to stash. Just make sure your target's not walking out the front door. There's 3 cameras down. Come over to the side here and take down Bug SWAT guy. There's 2 cameras over here on the side that we want. Oh, the timing was pretty good. It's still okay. Watch out for your target as he comes, though. That's why I prefer him to really be facing the van, but our time was good enough. And there's 2 keys right there. Plus, we really don't want to go to the front of the van. Where was my briefcase? Make sure that's hidden. Because you'll see in just a second. Okay, that should keep it maybe concealed. Hopefully, if not, it won't matter. We'll find it again. Yeah, you don't really want to go to the front of the car. Wait for your target to go away a little bit, because if you move through the tree line, you can see there's a camera right there. All right, he's far enough away, so that should be 4 cameras. We'll hit this door with the key that we just grabbed. Do not enter through. Just pull out your gun and fire. And there's 5. From there, let's climb up the building and go inside. Just wait on the ledge here, possibly. Maybe we'll have some good timing. Oh, I don't know, that might have been a little early. Let me get in and look and fire away at that camera. There's going to be a guy coming up, so we'll get right in there. All right, 6 cameras down. Wait till that door shuts. Any second now, and then we come out and we can take this guy down. He also has a clue for us, so it works out very nice. Didn't have to go out of the way for anything on his part, or on the clue part. All right, there that is.
A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft and is full of explicit descriptions.
Keep an eye on where the guards may be. We want to go into that next room, but it looks like they may actually. Well, maybe they're not. They might not be in it. If they are, all we need to do is just fire away right here. And that should be 7. Come over to the other side of the room in the house where nobody's really looking. We can get the camera that we saw overhead here. An eye on movements. I don't really like where he's going. Okay. Let's stop wasting time and just do it. Okay, that should be 8, I believe. All the cameras in the house. Nope, not all the cameras in the house, but 8. Or somebody can see me. Put my gun away. Make sure it's not the target. Be careful about that, but I should be able to get down and then be fine. All right. Try to make sure briefcase is still there. We're good. And if my count was correct, that's 8 cameras. We'll come over now to the side of the house here, which we haven't really ventured too much. I mean, we hit it really quick in the beginning, but now we're going to go further back. There's a hammer if you want it. I like to come all the way back here to this old bridge. Hopefully, depending on your timing, nobody is around. Pull out your gun. And if you look, it's hard, but there it is. Ah, my aiming is not wanting to work. There we go. And that was 9. Hopefully, while you're doing that, these guys are talking.
Someone from
You can
Janus
hide in the
security
bush.
detail buried
Just
something in the
waiting
frog
for
habitat
that
behind
one
Cassie's
guard to
house.
move over to the other
What could
side.
that
We could
possibly be?
probably sneak past him right now, but just wait, make it easier. Let me see.
I'll just leave you to it.
Oh yeah, no issue. We just move right past him. As you go through here, though, keep your eye out and press the right button. You'll catch the lethal frog as a challenge and lethal poisoning if you want or need it for anything. Do you like to come all the way back here and grab this little piece of intel? I actually think it's technically a clue. Just make sure we're not seen by this guy. It just helps us know a little bit more about everything that's going around. Plus, we're right here, so why not? It's just the next yard over, and there's not much issue. So this is what it
Janus
is, the lawsuit.
apparently engaged
Listen to
in a
her
civil
about what she has to
lawsuit with
say.
another resident of
And now this
Wellington.
guy sees us.
James Batty, the
Oh,
plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a
deal
helicopter
with
near
that,
the
just
local
like we
creek.
did.
Batty claims it interrupts the nesting birds and a species of frog that has been declared endangered.
And she's
Must
got
be a
her
very
good intel
cruel
for
trip, given
us.
his poor health.
And that guy, oh, I want my briefcase. Make sure that comes back with me. I don't believe there's anybody else. I think it's just that guy. So we weren't paying attention. You just climb out the window instead of opening the front door and being caught by him. Coming back through here again. Keep an eye out for the gardener. But by this birdhouse, you should start to get a rumble or a feel. And then keep your eye on the ground. Sometimes it pops up instantly. It tends to be painful. But if you keep looking, you should get the option to then dig. And it is a little specific on like, oh, there it was, the angle and the spot. But once you have the shovel in hand and you're looking like right on top of it, it should give you the option. All right, and then you can pick up the cigar box, drop the shovel, make sure you have, stay concealed. And there's the last piece of intel that we need is right on the way.
As per tradition, he writes.
Keep an eye on what's going on here, really where that guard is.
And Janus meet up on a regular basis.
And once he goes inside, we'll be able to just open this with the key. Yep, there we go. We can open this with the key that we received earlier and just walk right through all of this. To take out the last camera, should be camera number 10 on this house here.
We're close to the finish line.
Oh, did not mean to shoot like that. Bullet impact, whatever. Get out of there before and hide your gun. So there's really 9 on that house and 1 on the little shack over there. Makes 10. We're going to come over here and take out 3 on this building for the few extra cameras they grant us. And this is just to get all of the cameras on the whole mission. It tends to trigger for me, I think, around camera 18. But what you're listening for is her voice to basically tell you that you've done a good job. All right, reload and hide that. Just vault right back over. Camera 11 is down. Next camera, if you have not done it already, should hit your 12 camera challenge. You'll get the pop-up for that if you've not already received it. But we just come around to the other side here. Now can be a decent time to go after any other challenge you may want to. There's newspapers. You could collect 5 of them, put them in different mailboxes, and if they're all sitting in the mailboxes at the same time, you'll get the challenge. You just don't want anybody to pick up one before you've delivered the last one. All right, as we come here, I'm just going to loop to the back since his back is to us. Get our right pistol, and you can see it's a little hard, but through the trees you'll find it. And we can take it down. Go back to our spot here. Just double check where that guy is to be cautious. Use our vision. Make sure the tree's not in the way. Pull my gun out would be helpful. And we can take that down. All right. 13 cameras down. At this point, once you vault back into the street for safety, come right across, and this tree will have, it's not that one, it's this one. We'll have a screwdriver if you want, because why not? There'll be a wrench on this porch. These are all just nice things to have, even if you don't use them in this playthrough or this mission or with these challenges. It's just great to know where their location is. And since they're on the way of what we're doing, and they all hide on this side of the street, it's just interesting. Oh, make sure he doesn't catch us. And he may have saw too much, so let's see what he does. The sheriff has his back to us, but that's not a good spot per se. Even though he takes quite a bit of time and you can sneak up behind him, we probably could have beelined it right there and grabbed it. We'll notice though in just a second here, he actually comes in further and like stares right at the crowbar. So we'll just be patient, wait for this to all play out a touch longer, and we can grab the crowbar. It's not 100% necessary. I just like it so I don't really have to do this awkward double vault. And, you know, it's good to know where these items are, like I was saying. Okay, now's our time. People are on the move. If we stay right behind him, there'll be no issue at all. If we're a little bit slower, he turns around and he will see you. But you can move fast and keep your distance to where there should be no issue. Worst comes to worst, you'll just have to go around the way you came back. As we come down here for the last set of our cameras, make sure you make over here to get that guy to move. That's going to start a conversation which will free up some space and make it safer for us over there. In the meanwhile, you're completely safe on the other side of the street in the lawn. Just pull your gun out. And I like to use the vision for this because it's a little hard to see. Oh, somebody actually is seeing me. Ah, the jogger. She is painful. She will jump up on you without you knowing. And she even stops at a few locations too if it's not already bad enough that she may have spotted you. Then she might even stop there and really like stretch or breathe and stare at you. But we made it through her. She wasn't an issue. I think that was full 14. Come on. So this should be 15. And if I've counted right, I'm not sure. I believe altogether there's 20, and she tends to trigger on me for 18. So, let me see where we are. We're saying 16. I think, okay, yeah, the rest should be, well, we got the front, we have the side there. We come around here now since mostly the sheriff is the problem, is gone. And depending on the location of everybody, we may be able to hit this, or we may have to wait a moment and hit it and just come right in here. I like to drop my briefcase just so I have the bare hair. So I have, okay, there it is. So I either have my silencer or I can put it away from my bare hands. Right now is probably perfect timing. Okay, I'm glad I held off. He turned around and looked. So we're going to probably just take him down now because I think he's going to come closer to us. The guard behind him will just turn around and walk away very soon. Interesting with guards here, and as we watch this one, guards who tend to have a unique movement or really non-linear path from like point A to point B. Rarely there's a point C thrown in there, but sometimes. Usually will house an item of some significance or something, or be of a challenge. Here we find that he's got a key, so he's not just like any guard. He at least has that. Switch back around. This guard is there, so I don't want him to. It's just, might as well be patient and wait the extra moment for him to turn, even just so we're safe. I like to have the guards out of my line of sight or out of the angle, so makes me feel that they're not going to hear as easily either. There we go. I think that was 17. Maybe that was 16. I think we have to be inside before we hit 18. Depending on where he is, just run all the way here to the back, and we'll hide in the bushes until he loops back to his spot. Trying to decide if there's any guards I want to take out and clean up before I do this, or before I trigger the challenge. This should be fine. Come all the way in the very back, and if you move around, you can probably see where the light will come through, or the outline, and we can go possibly quick enough. I'll get all the way over to this bush. Don't think you're going to have much more time to go anywhere else. Let me recount in my mind here and think. So if we're done at that house at 13 here, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, that should have been 17, camera 17, which makes sense because 18, like I said, is usually what tends to trigger it for me. How you go into the house is obviously your choice. You have a key. You can go through the basement if you want. There's some goodies down there as well as the equipment. If you were caught, you can go back there and erase yourself. Like to come out here, climb right up this drain pipe and into the bathroom. With the guard that you just took down out of the way, nobody will see you climb up, or he won't be there to see you. Oh, switch that. Come on. That was annoying. Come back in here, and we can line up for the bathroom for all of the cameras. There are, I believe, 3 actually in this hallway. Yeah, there would have to be 3, 18, 19, and 20. This guard right here is the one that's going to be a little bit more of an annoyance to us. So if he's here at this spot, let's jump over, hopefully without being seen by the other, into this room. We'll use this room for some safety. Grab the little piece of intel that's here. But more importantly, we're just going to want to wait until... Oh, he heard the door open. I doubt he's going to come and check in on it at all. We'll wait for him to do his cycle. I would say his movement is a little unique than others. He kind of fidgets a little bit over there at that spot. And then he comes over to this window, which that in itself, well, the fidgeting kind of makes me a little curious. But that in itself isn't much. He comes here, does normal guard stuff, but then he'll actually come into this room. So that's why I say some guards do have a point, like a point C or a third point in their loop. And just wait for maybe the door to close and him to give us his back. But unfortunately, he actually doesn't have anything special on him other than just, a disguise, which I won't count as special. So his movement is not unique enough to warrant him really anything other special than maybe this gun. It's, not to my knowledge. I would not call him too unique, but his movement is borderline. All right. Perfect. However, we don't want to stand out there. We want to go back this way, back into the bathroom. If you want, hit your wall. And then we can hit that camera first. You might be able to work some angles and shoot up straight. I just like to work the angles a little better for my purpose. Keep your eye on the timing and the movement of that other guard. Oh, he's coming up. You may have saw I just was moving too slow. What am I doing? All right, that was a good angle. I thought he was going to see me and it was going to be a punch fight. The real issue in the upstairs here is not the guards. it's to just wait and like that. We caught really good timing on that so that our target did not hear us. So I didn't hear anything happen or any kind of congratulation. So maybe it's on camera 19 then. Mistaken, we'll find out. But unless I missed one along the way and I missed my counting, who knows? I could be just bad at everything here. Take your gun out, hit your angle, and do that. Okay, and then we'll take out the final one to my knowledge. Fine, we'll just be right in the hallway. Try to use the door.
That was a thorough display of surveillance cleanup, 47.
Okay, now she says it this time. I guess we had to hit all of them. I could have sworn last time I... Oops, is this not the room I wanted? It was back to the bathroom. Either way, you can see that, like, on Master, it's not 12 cameras that will trigger all of this. You have to go around and basically hit them all. To my knowledge, that should have all been 20. Let's go back and grab our briefcase. Hopefully not an issue coming in through here. She gave us the intel, the congratulations. So that means that our target's behavior is going to be manipulated now. And depending on, yeah, they haven't moved. We're way above time now, or we're way above schedule still. So keep enjoying. And progression of the game has moved on. So it's just time for us to get over to our treehouse. And you might see small little things changed or noticed, like this yoga guy is here that was not there before. Doesn't really matter. I'm more concerned at this point about two things. The part one that we're going to have will be the timing. Make sure that our timing is good and we take out both targets at the same with the single shot. It'll be a little tricky, as well as getting out of this mission. We're going to have an interesting spot where we do not want to be seen by anybody. Need to make but will most likely be heard by everyone. So yeah, we're going to have to see how that works. There's no real concealment up here, so they're eventually going to probably see us in the treehouse and engage us, even though they won't be able to climb up the ladder. With that said, if that's the case, then we're going to have a fun shootout, which I hope doesn't happen. I would just like a nice clean getaway. All right, Cassidy is basically in position, and Janice is a lot closer than I thought. We may have just caught him on his cycle here anyways. So let's hope he does. He turns his back. So yeah, it's a timing thing. I think he's actually going to go out and talk to his front guard while Cassidy is kind of here fidgeting, walking around. Why Janice keeps him waiting, who knows? But it's just how everything plays out. It's more for you, storyline and patience, to make sure that you get the timing correct, and it's not too easy. So here we are, waiting for it all to go down. Once we see Janice start walking closer to the backyard now, then he should be kind of getting into position. The real key that we can use too, because it'll be more clear, will be Janice right there. Once he kind of what am I doing? Make sure I have the right spot. Once Janice is basically there, so Cassidy is right here by the tree, then he's in position, and that means our target is just about there. So let's line up the shot. And then wait for them to walk past each other. like right now.
And that is Nolan Cassidy
And
taken care of.
we need to
Both
climb and
targets are
get out of
confirmed
here
killed.
ASAP.
All that
People
remains
are
now
already
is to
spotting.
find the information we came for.
We gotta
then
move,
get
we
out
gotta
of here.
move, we've got to
All mission
move.
objectives are completed. 47.
Drop this
Once you've left
weapon.
Whittleton Creek, I will notify Providence of our discovery.
And I don't even really like to
In the
hide
meantime, we'll
here.
go over the
This is
clues you
scary.
found.
We got 2
Once
guards
we've located
there
the
who can
constant, we'll make
see.
our final move.
You
Let's
make it sound so
hightail it out
easy.
over there, and we've played it cool. Jump out. That's locked for some reason. We don't have the key. That looks like it could be an exit. I don't want to go use the sewage. I've used those plenty of times, and I would just like to do something different. Okay, they're not even searching or anything. I was going to say we probably should be careful not running right down the middle of the street, but they're not even searching, so as long as we don't get close to anybody, there'll be no issue. You could tie up any loose ends with any challenges that you may not have done yet. Oh, why am I vision on? But I did what I wanted. All of the challenges should pop up for the scope. There's 3 of them that you'll acquire right there, and we should see them in just a second when I finish and see it all together. So that's the location of all of the cameras needed. Some clues to pass that along. The lethal frog. And we get our nice perfect crime undone. So we completed that storyline. Not sure if that was from this playthrough or not. Suit only was what we liked. Those will definitely be handy. That the camera, and there's so many different things. The pickpocketing, but mostly those scope challenges. Those were, I think, the last 3 check marks that popped up are really what you'll get from that mission, no matter how you do it, as long as you do it with the sniper rifle in the treehouse in a single shot. All right, nothing great, but it did what we needed and showed you how to complete it. Thank you very much. Until next time, have fun playing games.